Hi there, I wanted to show you about painting wet and wet with watercolor. So let's go. This big sheet of 100% cotton rag, I've wetted on both sides with water, and the little image that you can see on the upper left hand side of the screen, that's from a monoprint that I did of a flower, and I really liked how it worked in that format, and I wanted to enlarge it to see how that would work. So first what I did is I drew the image onto my dry sheet of paper using, what did I use? I think I either used a candle, so just plain wax, or you can use an oil pastel crayon or even a crayon, but something that is going to resist the paint. Anyway, I drew that everywhere, and then I started to drop in my various colors. The paint that you can see in my palette on the right hand side there, it's mostly from tubes. It's all from tubes. And I use Holbein and Schmincke and Lucas and a few Winsor and Newton colors too. But all the colors that I use are professional artist colors, and that way there's a lot more pigment in them than in less expensive student brand paints. So as long as the paper is wet, the paint will continue to move. And I've got it placed there. It's 90-pound paper. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 140-pound paper. And I have it lying on a piece of plastic, so that delays the drying time. You'll be able to see better as the painting goes on how the color actually resists the part that is drawn with the wax. As usual, I've really tried to limit my colors. I think paintings are more successful that way. Still, it's really difficult not to pull out everything that's in that palette, because it's pretty exciting using color. I have my palette laid out in a rainbow, and so I have the darkest dark blues at one end and reds at the other, and it's hard to see it, that you don't get all the subtlety of the color in this particular movie, but you can kind of get the idea. Anyway, this is sort of a fun thing to do if you already have a little drawing or a little painting that you'd like to work with. This was done in the summertime, and the drawing was from actual flowers that were growing outside. And for me, painting from life that way is, I think it puts lots of energy into the painting. Although this particular painting, it isn't actually painting from life, is it? It's painting from another image. So that's a bit of a departure for me, and I was a little bit worried about whether I could be as loose with it as I feel I can be when I'm in front of the image. But on the other hand, not having to work out the light and darks, because it's already been worked out for me in my little image, that kind of that really helped. Now I did change some of the colors and some of the intensity. I wanted bit of variation in this. I keep 2 containers of water there. The idea being that one container is to clean the brush and the other one is to grab fresh water for my colors, but that doesn't always work out, and I see that they're both quite dirty looking. The thing I really like about Wet n Wet is just how, the accidental colors that you get when those colors run together. The combinations that arise from that, it's something really quite exciting. This is a full-sized watercolor sheet. You can try this on a smaller size too. I liked the large size because it just gave me more freedom, and when I use a larger piece of paper, my brushes are bigger too. And I've tried to use a lot of arm movement rather than wrist movement.